What is up, guys? It is your boy Arsum Gaming here, and in today's very special video I'm going to be teaching you on how you guys could make your Unity game save. So let's get into it. So as you can see, there is nowhere to actually initiate a save function. Well, we got that because I made this little clicker game just for the proof of concept. And so, if you guys don't know how to make a clicker game, just watch my video up in the icon card right up there or somewhere. And you guys can see on how to make a clicker game. Well, now let's just get straight into it. So we're going to find our drop down panel, which is this. And we're going to have the back button, which I made, just go parent. But now we're going to add some save buttons. So we're going to click here, UI button. Now just go get creative, do some design on however your game is. Okay, so this looks pretty fine. We're gonna name this save BTN, and we're gonna put right here save. And I do have some imported fonts, so I'm gonna be using Roboto right here. And just to let you know, research on what fonts you use and stuff like that, because it is not the best idea to get some fonts are not legally allowed to be used in game development. But this doesn't apply to my case here because I'm not actually publishing this game. But just keep that in mind. Make sure you have the rights to everything. So source image, I'm just gonna disable that. And now we're going to add another button. We're going to duplicate this with Control C, Control V. And now we're going to name this Load BTN. Load button. We're going to name this Load. So now that we have our buttons, we need scripts because every game needs scripts to work. So yeah, we're going to get into the scripting. Once you're into the actual scripting, what we're going to want to do is make a custom function, a public void, so the buttons and stuff like that can access it. We're going to name this save game. And here we're going to save certain variables using player prefs. So we're going to do player prefs dot set int. Then we're going to get our integer, which is clicks, and do this. So we're going to name this clicks save. Now make sure you put a string here because this is going to come important later. Now we're going to do player prefs dot set float, and make sure it is the same type as your variable. So for example, I'm using an integer for my click, so I'm setting an integer, but for my score I'm using a float. So make sure that you're using the correct type of what your variable is. And now we're going to name this float save, and then we're just going to put a comma and put our variable, which is score. And so that is pretty much it for the save game. But now we can add another one of these in public void load game. So now we're going to do is clicks equals player prefs dot get int, and remember this has to be the same type of variable is what your variable is like. And then we're going to put our little string in. So I'm just going to copy the click save string here, and now I'm going to do this again but with the score. So I'm going to do score equals player prefs dot get float, and then we're going to get this string right here. And now let's say you want to delete something. So we're going to do public void delete delete save, and we're going to do player prefs dot delete key, and then we're going to put our string here. And we will be adding a delete button. Just copy this over. What I probably should have been doing, just add the little float save here, and so these will delete the saves. So now that we got our custom functions, we're going to want to go back into Unity. So now that we are back into Unity, we're going to add that aforementioned delete button. Right there, we're going to name this delete BTN. And we're going to go put delete here. So now, like last video, we're going to be adding this to the on click. We're just gonna put our game manager in here. Clicker script, save game. We're just gonna be doing pretty much the same processes, and we're gonna be putting in the correct functions for them. So like this, just skim through it a little bit, and we need to make sure that these buttons, our panel is the parent to them for our drop down. And now we should have a working saving and deletion system. And so click save. Doesn't look the best, but if we go back into the game and we click load, if we click delete and click load, we don't have any save data anymore. But if you want your game to be loaded the minute the game starts up, maybe like you could add a feature, just go back into Visual Studio, and where it says void start, you could do load game. And so this will literally just load the game as it starts. So pretty much we're gonna load our save data. Let's create some save data here. Loads it straight off the start. So guys, that's gonna be it for this basic Unity tutorial. Guys, hope you guys have a nice day, and keep on developing amazing Unity games.